For centuries, the Dalai Lama has been the most important spiritual leader in Tibetan Buddhism. He is believed to be the reincarnation of a bodhisattva, a figure who chooses rebirth to guide others toward enlightenment. Today, the future of that tradition has become a political battle. The current Dalai Lama, Tenzin Gyatso, was identified as a child in the 1930s and fled Tibet in 1959 after a failed uprising against Chinese rule. Since then, he has lived in exile in India, where he continues to serve as a global religious figure and a symbol of Tibetan identity. In Tibetan Buddhism, a Dalai Lama is traditionally chosen through a religious process. Senior monks search for signs, visions, and children who show spiritual recognition of the previous Dalai Lama's belongings. This process is deeply spiritual and has historically been independent of state power. China rejects that independence. The Chinese government argues that it has the legal authority to approve all reincarnations of major Tibetan Buddhist leaders. It bases this claim on imperial-era traditions and modern laws regulating religion. Beijing has already asserted control over similar religious appointments, including the Panchen Lama, another senior figure in Tibetan Buddhism. In 1995, the Dalai Lama identified a young boy as the Panchen Lama. China detained the child and his family. They have not been seen publicly since. Beijing then appointed its own Panchen Lama, who is rejected by many Tibetans. Chinese officials have stated that the next Dalai Lama must be approved by the state and selected within China. The current Dalai Lama has responded by saying his reincarnation may occur outside Chinese control or may not occur at all. This disagreement goes beyond religion. For China, controlling the next Dalai Lama would help neutralize a powerful symbol of Tibetan resistance and bring Tibetan Buddhism firmly under state authority. For Tibetans in exile and many inside Tibet, the issue is about preserving faith, culture, and autonomy. The stakes are high because religious legitimacy cannot be imposed easily. A Dalai Lama recognized by the Chinese state but rejected by Tibetan Buddhists would lack spiritual authority. That could result in two rival Dalai Lamas, one backed by Beijing and one recognized by religious tradition. International governments have watched the situation closely. Some have stated that the selection of the Dalai Lama should be decided by Tibetan Buddhists alone. China has dismissed these statements as interference in internal affairs. What is clear is that this is not just a question of succession. It is a struggle over who controls belief, identity, and history. For Tibetans, the future of the Dalai Lama represents the survival of a spiritual lineage under political pressure. If you found this explainer helpful, like the video, share it with others, and subscribe for more clear, on-point breakdowns of global issues.